It will also tell us how the different sectors of economy will perform, and it is concerned with how the economy will perform the basic functions of an economy. And the positive economics will not discuss about the rightness or wrongness of a thing. It is mainly and it is a neutral between the ends. It means it will not tell what is right and what is wrong, but it will only tell the cause and effect relationship, but it will not give a solution to a problem. For example, if the tax on tobacco is decreased, there will be a substantial increase in consumption of tobacco. So this statement is called as a normative economics. Here, it has only given the cause and effect relationship. It has told why the consumption of tobacco will increase. The consumption of tobacco will increase because there is a decrease in tax of tobacco. But it will not tell what happens when the tobacco is consumed by the people. So this is called as a positive economics. Now the next one is a normative economics. Please focus on the board. The next one is the normative economics. The study of what a thing ought to be is called as a normative economics. I repeat, the study of what a thing ought to be is called as a normative economics, and the normative economics will pass a value judgment. It means it not only tells the relationship between the cause and effect relationship, but it will also give a solution to a problem, and it will tell what is wrong and what is right, and it is concerned with how the basic functions should be performed. It will describe what should be done and what should not be done. It tells us what is good and what is bad for the human beings, and its statements are called as a matter of opinion or a statement of value, and they cannot be tested. The statements of a normative economics, they cannot be tested. For example, the government should give the basic health care facilities for the people is a normative statement, because there is no way to prove whether the government should give the health care or no. It means there is no testing whether the government will really give the health care facilities to the people or no. So that is called as a normative statement. So the economics can be divided into two parts. One is called as a positive economics, and one more is called as a normative economics. Therefore, we say the normative economics will pass the value judgment. Now, coming to the next part, there is the microeconomics and the macroeconomics. We also study the concepts of economics under two heads. One is microeconomics and one more is macroeconomics. So what do you mean by a microeconomics? Micro means small or a minute part. Therefore, microeconomics refers to the study of a particular unit of an economic system. It will study about a particular buyer, it will study about a particular firm, a producer, a particular demand or a particular supply. It means the macroeconomics will study about individual part of an economic system. The second one is the macroeconomics. Macro means large. Generally, macro means what here? Large. And macroeconomics will study about aggregates or totals. It means it will study about the national income, it will study about the total demand, it will study about the total supply. And we are going to come across the difference between the microeconomics and macroeconomics. The question will come for 4 marks. So, the microeconomics, as you know, is a study of a particular unit of an economic system, whereas macroeconomics is called as the study of totals. The microeconomics is also called as a partial equilibrium analysis. I repeat, microeconomics is called as a partial equilibrium analysis, whereas macroeconomics is called as a general equilibrium analysis. The study of microeconomics is compared to the study of tree in a forest. The study of microeconomics is referred to the study of a tree in a forest, whereas the study of macroeconomics is referred to the study of forest itself. The microeconomics concept was first given by Professor Alfred Marshall in a book called as The Principles of Economics in the year 1890, whereas the concept of macroeconomics was given by J.M. Keynes in a book called as The General Theory of Employment, Interest, Money in the year 1936. The macroeconomics is called as slicing method. The microeconomics is called as a slicing method, whereas macroeconomics is called as a lumping method. So these are the differences between the micro and the macro. The question will come for 4 marks. The last part of the chapter is about the subject matter of economics, or we can call it as a plan of a book. So what do you mean by the subject matter of economics? The subject matter of economics is nothing but it is called as area of study of economics. So how or what are the topics or what are the contents we are going to come across in the study of economics for the second year POC. We mainly start with the introduction, where we study about micro and macroeconomics. We will study about the positive and normative economics. We will study about the basic problems of the economy. We come across the centrally planned economy, the mixed economy, and the market economy. The next we are going to study about the demand analysis. We are going to study about the supply analysis. We are going to go through the consumer's equilibrium. We are going to study how a consumer is going to satisfy his wants, and we are going to study about the relationship between the scarcity of resources and the unlimited wants and the process of choice. We also come across the market structure, where we are going to study the different forms of the market, such as the perfect competition, imperfectly competitive market. We are also going to study about the price floor. We are going to study about the price rationing, and we are going to study about the national income. And also we study about the consumption function, the investment function. We study about the banking and all these things. So this is called as the subject matter of the economics, or that can be called as the plan of the book. So it is the end of the first chapter, and along with this I am going to send the PDF notes, plus I am going to send the first chapter questions which you are required to solve. The question will be in the fill the blanks. It will be in the choose the correct answer. And from the first chapter, only 4 marks questions, 2 marks questions will be asked, and 1 marks question will be asked. There are no 6 marks questions from the chapter 1. So apart from the question bank from the first chapter, I am going to give some more questions which you need to solve. And if the questions are repeated, no need to solve the questions again and again. Okay? Thank you.